use reason when I speak. So each season I plan on speaking with some reason in my speech. Learn from messages that he preached. Now hopefully I could reach and be a blessing to others as he's been a blessing to me. Now for this simple reason, I go by the name of Reason. Alright? Now tonight I have 3 pieces I want to share with you. And these 3 pieces all have to deal with women that I've dealt with the 22 years of my young life. The woman I wanted but couldn't keep. The woman that I had but didn't want. And the woman I simply couldn't get, you know? Alright, the first piece is titled Light Struck. Because I was really feeling her. I wasn't in love, but I liked her a lot, you know? It's like each day that goes by leads me to wonder and question why it all had to come to this. Even though we say we tried, I mean, deep inside, I didn't want it to end. But I guess there wasn't enough to put us past being friends, and I knew I could change, and I wasn't afraid, but I was stuck in my own world. Somewhat caught in the days, and there wasn't a day when I didn't think about you. Especially on them days when action spoke we were through. Now, she's doing her own thing, and I'm steadily doing mine, and all at the same time, it hurts on my insides. But I can't lie, I would die before I let my pride take a few shots. My heart's liable to cry. Them tears, my facial structure was too strong enough to show in appearance. Terry waterfalls can adjust with my current flow. So, the fact is, I can't see it coming down my eyes. I had to make these words cry. But now she knows that even I have feelings, and though I try not to show, my heart's going through the healing. I'm learning everything happens for a simple cause. I'm far from the perfect man, but homegirl, she had her flaws. Pause. I'm not pointing fingers at her. The fault lingers on my shoulders. I didn't do enough to hold her, and now it seems it's over. Yeah, only time will tell, and I have nothing but time. I know it's just a simple wait, but is this wait worth the rhyme? I mean, in these simple lines, I did manage to think about all the blessings she brought and how I couldn't do without. Well, maybe I could. I really have no other choice. The feelings in my heart, I can't express them through my voice. My kisses were not enough. My hugs were not enough. Held her through stormy nights and she felt the sensitive touch. I'm stuck. But so what? I'll overcome this obstacle. I came in this world myself. The good Lord will take me alone. I'm grown. But until then, I will keep writing these poems. These tears will not expose them. My feelings, try not to show them. But I'm hoping she comes on home. Alright? Snap for that one. So you know a brother did have a little time to get over his loss, which move takes me to my next piece. And I titled it Lustful Acts. Alright? Now this is kind of for the grown and sexy, so I mean, I don't need no immaturity in here. Let's stay on it, alright? You guys are gonna actually help me out with this piece. So when you hear me say anything along the lines of, like I told you before, or like I said before, you will say, my mind's still playing tricks. You understand? You understand? So let's test it out real quick, real quick. Da 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 da. Like I told you before. My mind's still playing tricks. Let's get a flow with it. Like I told you before. Alright. My mind played tricks on me. Sort of like them games she played with my heart. I'm sure you figured where this is going. No need to take it from the top. We all some grown adults, so there's no need for me to crowd out any information. I'll tell you what it's about. Women. Women. You can't live with them. And you can't live with them. Gotta love them for who they are, but avoid being a victim of the fatal attraction. Take heed to subtle actions. No regrets. I learned to take notes like school classes. She had these tactics that could trick the average mind of any man. A sister with God-given talent and blessed with the plan, you see? She appealed to me emotionally, mentally, physically, and sexually. Yeah, sexually. But seriously, she knew how to do them things. She could do some crazy things, the type of things I knew damn well would make me sing. And singing is not my talent. I could barely hold a note, but shorty displayed talents that could quickly curl a toe just off the thought. Her walk, was a curse from heaven. She stopped traffic, broke necks, and I was 24/7. She almost had me hurting, but you know that was then. My personal panacea, I took her like a vitamin. She had me lost in the days when I gazed into her brown eyes. Could take advantage, do damage, had me open wide. But I wasn't quick to pick up on this, cause like I said before, so in turn, I later learned to read in between the lines. But before all of that, I figured shorty could be mine. A possibility at the time. Never in my right mind would I even attempt to be with a chick that's asinine. And it's absolutely fine. I'm not saying she needs to be perfect, but why invest all this time for it to not be worth it? I slowly but surely came to grips. But like I said before, I'm thinking, excuse me. Excuse me. This is new. I'm sorry. So what time? Yeah, 1-4.
He's on the road, man.
As she lays in her sleep, which is not too deep, the outline of a silhouette could make my heartbeat leap, breathe. Her mere beauty made my heart skip a beat. I'm lying. I swear to God, I think my heart fell asleep. I'm dying for more attention. I wanted some more affection, and yes, the sex I would settle for with no regression. I just wanted another lesson. I let her school me however often. A little something just to stimulate my pen. Just looking at this girl in the most natural essence seemed to provide me with all types and kinds of motivation. The beauty of Mother Nature left me curious to see, and suddenly these thoughts begin to move oh so rapidly. The lips that she hides and not so vigorously seek share a message untold until we're in between the sheets. As we begin to creep, my aim was to serve her fully. It's however she wants, whenever she needs it. The epitome of a freak in the sheets, if I've ever seen it. Her demands were often made with my full agreement, and I was the best man for the deal to help her meet them. There were plenty of times I helped her achieve them. Getting straight to the point, foreplay was a teaser. And I enjoyed serving her. She liked them shots in the rear. She told me to pick her up, so I served in the air. She told me to lay her down. I said pick a spot anywhere. I served over here and I served over there. I rolled on her stomach. I pulled her by her hair. She told me not to stop, so I had to take it in. When it came to an end, she couldn't help but stare. I asked her if it was good, and a Kool-Aid smile appeared. Oh yeah. And all we could do was lay. That initial message relayed, a special delivery overnighted into the day. Signed, sealed, delivered, but the package reappeared. I'm sure you figured shorty read the message loud and clear. And this pattern continued on. Where did we go wrong? It seemed like nothing but great sex was all that was going on. And please don't get me wrong, I was in the shorty for other reasons. But it would waste lines to discuss all the disagreements. We really couldn't even scrape the surface, because none of them served a purpose. And my distaste for bullshit wouldn't deem it worth it. That relationship was far from ever being perfect. And there was never, ever really a friendship. The sex was nice, but them headaches, I had to end them. I learned to cut my losses and always keep it moving. Each one of my errors seems to continue proving that when it's all said and done, it was neither beneficial or detrimental. Therefore, finding it equivalent to irrelevant. But I've been better off with them. That's the girl that I had but didn't want. You know? The last one is the girl I plain old simply couldn't get. It's called Can't Have 'Em All. Alright? So let me tell you about shorty I met the other day, y'all. I'm trying to tell you shorty was so fly. So fly. I mean, it almost brought a tear to my eye. Now I wasn't almost teary-eyed because I thought I couldn't have one. I figured it was some nervous pains when a beauty tested my swagger. But nah, that shouldn't even matter. My feelings, they clashed and clattered. They were jumping around the place and made it hard for me to gather. If I got rejected, then it really wouldn't matter, because she clearly was heaven sent. And she knew I wanted to have her. Man, she was almost perfect from her hair down to her toes, and I only say almost because she still had on her clothes. Nasty, yeah I suppose, but attracted to physicals. You know I'm only human. My flaws, they'll be exposed. But then again, I suppose had I been blessed with her time, our minds could have some time to intertwine and form a chemistry scientists couldn't refine. She had a scholarly state of mind, and did I mention she was fine? I'm quoting up different ways to ensure that she'll be mine. In my mind, there is no other. A candidate to be an apple in my eye, cause caring ways could lead to eternal lovers. But let me get my mind about this gutter. That girl, she knocked me way out of character. All I could do was stutter. Her pretty brown skin looked almost smoother than leather with that glistening shine you get from Palmer's cocoa butter. It just made me want to touch her, but y'all know I knew better. Hard for me not to sweat her, but easy for me to let her get her taste of the methods in which I'll catch her. I'm nervous, but still I move like a presence that's felt. She helpless, no cock-blocking friends when they help for help. The time was perfect. I wasn't trying to lead it by myself. Would it be worth it? I may get shot down and may lose myself, but if I don't attempt, then who does that really help? She's moving, it's do or die, forget it, I'm gonna try, it's her and I, and I'd be lying if I told you I got it. Oh well, can't have them all.